Pantaloons. Hello there, it is I, Chewy Cookies, back with more crappy content for you to consume. Joining me today is my co-host Andrew. Say hello, Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
And today, he just can't wait to be king, except,
We already are king. Soon we're going to be emperor.
It's like a Pokemon evolution.
Yes. If I have my way, by the end of today's stream, I will be Emperor of BRITTAINIA.
And we will be able to say a thing we've been waiting to be able to say for a while. If it doesn't happen by the end of the stream, I'm going to have to find a new title for the stream.
Indeed.
Did I spell it right, though? There are two T's or no?
I think you did.
Okay.
Though...
Maybe
Oh
no.
Oh no.
That is upsetting.
My adopted son just died. And now his
Wait, Kaicher?
Yeah.
No. He was Wolfkin. It is unfortunate when a parent outlives their child.
Also, he has the hideous trait, so look at him.
Ah.
Also, the image for hideous is a toad.
Okay. Is a toad?
Yes.
For the little modifier, I assume you mean?
Yeah, look.
Ah. Ribbit. Croak. Oh, we're doing alright. How are you? Thanks for the like.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, my son Kaicher just died because leprosy. Thankfully, he is survived by his son, so...
Yeah. Like I said, it is unfortunate when a parent outlives their kid.
Indeed.
My grandma, Hennig, outlived one of her kids, but thankfully she was old enough and infirm enough that she probably didn't understand. And thus, you know.
Oh, a faction is coming, okay?
Yeah, just waiting on that headset, huh? Amassedier's headset is on its way at the moment. So hopefully he'll be able to start streaming again soon.
Look at all those factions that are too weak to challenge me.
I can't tell what on the map is a faction and which ones are unable to challenge you. Okay.
Look at all these, and look at their strength rating compared to me.
Ah, dang.
All of them would melt instantly if I decided to look at them funny. Come here, you.
Melting things. I'm just waiting for. Actually, it's probably already happened since it's been a few hours. I'm just waiting for the loaf of bread that had been in the freezer to defrost.
Before.
So it could last past its expiration date because it was buy one get one free, and
My siege will finish first.
yes. So we put one of the loaves in the freezer.
Actually, no, his will. So I gotta go. Actually, no. Let's do it this way.
Yeah, that does suck.
What sucks?
His string of bad luck, Messelier's. You know, what with the internet thwarting his more recent streams, and that one time I unintentionally thwarted one of his recent streams, and then the headset going kaput.
Ah, one of my sons just grew up.
Neat.
Setney. Let's see. Assign someone.
Closest to his age.
Yes. This one works.
Ooh.
Temperate, passionate, lustful. Ooh, they can get busy then.
Ooh, busy, busy.
Oh,
They'll be making lots of things, and those things are babies. Also cradles for the babies.
indeed.
Shall I refill our drinks?
Sure thing. And now I have acquired Mercia.
Mhm. For the record, coconuts are not native to Mercia, as we all learned in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Hmm.
You found them in Mercia. The coconut's tropical.
There's a joke I totally forgot existed. And I just took the title of Duke of Mercia. Grant title. Grand Chieftain of Mercia. I do not know why you thought this was a good idea. You and your not even 1,000 men. Now. Corner. Life choices. Now. Me. I must use the restroom as well. Yeah, see, I flubbed up. There are exactly two. There are exactly two war justifications in this game that will allow you to take control of an entire duchy in one go. An entire kingdom in one go. One is subjugation, one is invasion.
Pepsi Man!
Subjugation can only be used on tribal rulers. Now, had I used subjugation instead of invasion on Scotland, I would have been able to acquire Scotland in one go with that CB. And then I would have been able to use invasion on Wessex here to acquire it in one go. But now, I will have to eat it piece by piece. As you can see, it contains 4 duchies. I will have to attack it 4 times before it is wiped off the map. Especially since she is the petty queen of Wessex, the petty queen of East Sax, the petty queen of Weiss, and the petty king of Kent. I cannot usurp the titles away from her as long as she still holds them. So, we're first going to go after East Sax. And then next time we will go after Kent, then Weiss, and then Wessex. And I am attacking her now because I am hoping that by attacking her first, if I go conquer a few other people, it will lead to, by the time I'm done fighting other people, one of the truces will have expired. Setic comes of age. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. Always the clever child, Setic proved time and again over the course of her studies that she had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. She now knows a lot of ways to get what she wants. Most importantly, she is highly aware of the political implications of what she wants. Ooh, she would be a good one to succeed me if I could make that happen. Look at them. Dem stats. Let's see, first of all, what are your traits? You're close in age, but you're patient, you're zealous, you're fickle. Nothing that stands out as bad.
Nothing game-breaking.
Well, yeah, for immersion reasons, I'm not going to put them with someone who has, like, sadistic or something. Unless that person isn't intended to survive very much longer.
Right. Is there a reason you're sending them out into the water to the west?
Because I think going over water will probably get them there faster than going over land. But never mind. Let's speed up to max speed. No one wants to just watch me march.
A scheme.
And one of the fun parts about this game, I don't know if they are doing this, but my vassals can totally start attacking people of their own accord, too.
Neat.
And just adding things to my realm without me having to do a darn thing. Because every single one of my vassals also can do things. They can also fight each other, which can be danged annoying because they can get... It's a great way for them to wind up getting too big for their britches. One battle and she's done. I now hold East Sax. Rank 2. Let's see. Frost is going to be King of Wales. Setne can be the Duke of Essex.
Ew, imagine being Welsh. Says the American. I hate our country right now.
I mean, I can't imagine a worse fate than being born Welsh.
I mean, Sea Dog VA makes it work pretty well for him.
I don't know how. I can't give it to him.
You know that town that's in Wales that its name is so long it basically attempts to invade Poland?
I guess I can give it to him. I did not. He is now Duke of Essex.
Is that like the opposite of Wessex?
Yes.
Lol.
And now to get East Anglia.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just sitting there.
Asking to be gotten. Haha, war were declared.
I do like how ever since I became king, ever since I struck, I don't think there's been a year that went by since I first acquired my first territory where I haven't been attacking someone every year.
Neat.
And I would have you know, my character has yet to be bested on the field of battle.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
I'm not going to throw my own daughter in jail. I know I took Canterbury out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He did not hesitate in the slightest to take it down. Greatness awaits you. Claim on Bedford. For months, Udras, Petty King Bishop, has been digging up spurious contracts and fabricated histories. Now Petty Queen Ekwyn dares act if it all amounts to a legitimate claim on the Earldom of Bedford.
Isn't she the one you're at war with right now?
She might be. Which would make it all funny.
That would be. Oh.
One of my queens died. Not my original one, I don't think.
Oh.
Is this the Amazon? It is not.
That's good. Oh no.
Life has never been easy. But it feels like the loss of my wife something. It's pulled me over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
She was my partner in life, helping me get through so many trials and tribulations. Though we may have had disagreement, facing life without her just feels daunting. How will I ever manage without her? I must press on. It's what she would have wanted. Frozen grief, what does that do, and how long does that last?
Look at the bottom one. The bottom one tells you, if you are still stressed in 5 years, you may suffer another mental break. Oh, there. Moderate penalty. -2 diplomacy, and, well, your prisoners died. I love how at the end of every war, you gotta disband all armies, and it's like, alright guys, job's over, go home, your checks will be in the mail.
That's basically what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. And their checks probably are in the mail, presuming you didn't pay them, you know, ahead of time.
His own wife wouldn't ransom him back because she's greedy.
Uh-huh.
That's just next level greedy.
Indeed.
Ah, I still do have a truce.
Oh well.
Let's see.
Can't just break a truce.
No. Well, I can, but I would suffer consequences for it. In 7 months, I can break. It'll go away though.
So just gotta be patient.
If I really wanted to, I could eat the penalty, but I really don't want to.
Doesn't help that you're already stressed, and I'm pretty sure that's a thing that would make you more stressed.
Speaking of which. Ah. I can't. It does not appear that I can engage in a coping mechanism. I think I have one of those.
Ah. If I recall correctly, your coping mechanism is sexy times.
Yes, but unfortunately I cannot engage in it to reduce my stress level right now.
I mean, it makes sense. You are about to go to battle.
We all know we all know that camp followers were a thing, and what camp follower is usually a euphemism for.
No, I do not know what those are. But considering the implications and context clues, I can presume.
Yeah, that was generally a thing. Camp followers, literally, they are both literally what their name implies, but also there's some other implications there. So camp follower were literally people that would follow around an army camp. But they were also often
prostitutes.
Yes. Fun fact, it was things like prostitutes, washerwomen. The fun fact is that many times Duke Arthur's friendship, while his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by Duke Arthur's sudden interest in me, and I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure, which will give me the least amount of stress. But he still has a certain amount of charm.
Did you even read the second one?
Yes. I did, actually. Ah, there's your army. And you sieged down one of my territories, too.
How rude.
Oh, apparently I wasn't the only one after that territory.
Do you have to engage in aggressive negotiations for it?
I do.
Ah. My favorite kinds of negotiations. The aggressive kind.
Okay, trust. Take that. Some rando McRanderson. Take that. And some rando McRanderson can take this. Once I'm done.
Once you're done,
And can I immediately take your title away?
They done got usurped.
And now my son is the new High Chief of Gwynedd.
Neat.
Yowza.
Gwynedd to win it. What? What happened? What happened?
Look at how many prisoners I got.
And that's not even all. There are more that are off screen.
I'm ransoming them all. And look how much money I got from ransoming all of them. I suddenly have 850 gold because I ransomed everyone in my jail cells.
Neat. Now you gotta go through all that crap. I presume for the time 850 gold is a lot.
Well, it's more than enough. It's more than I'm going to need for anything in the near future.
Wow. Hey, look at that 175 just running away from you.
I mean, it's cute. He thinks he can do anything.
Right?
He thinks he's evil.
It is adorable. Ah, they're calling you lecherous.
You're peasants. You aren't allowed to have opinions.
Not gonna go after that. Oh! Oh, hello. The peasants are revolting.
Onto my son-in-law. Fred stalls through the days, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly. My liege, I hear rumors that Ragnar, the Earl of Northumberland, has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. He talks openly of the illegitimate High King of Lancaster, who daily usurps his rightful lands and revenues. Ah, I shall wait. Once.
This game is significantly more complex than Sid Meier's Civilization, but I do see how you get vibes of that from this.
Yeah, like, all of my vassals that I'm giving land to all have their own things going on. They can fight each other, they can try and scheme against each other or me, and at any given moment, half of your court is probably plotting to kill the other half.
And like a third of them are also plotting to kill you.
Yeah, there's almost certainly at least one person out there trying to kill me right now.
In your own court.
Yeah.
We already know there are plenty who aren't in your court who want to do that.
But there could be an active plot against my life right now, so...
But yeah, this is like Civilization if there were a couple hundred players in it.
Ah, another one of my wives. Ah, this is the Amazon.
Oh no, not the Amazon! Oh no.
Alright. Drunkard, I acquired. Yep. How old actually am I? I am 53.
So he's probably not going to last that much longer.
Not necessarily. I mean, this is the Middle Ages, but remember, it's not... Life expectancy was lower, but remember, it's not like everybody's popping their clogs at age 40.
I know. I'm just saying, people didn't typically live to 70 either.
I've lived to 80 before.
Oh, nice.
Never hurts to make a friend.
But yeah, there are hundreds of different quote-unquote players, as in, like...
If you have an independent territory, and sometimes even if you don't, you are a player.
Yeah, they're... And, you know, they're all AI with the exception of Andrew in this game right now, but multiplayer does exist. But yeah. And some of those factions have more than one player involved in them.
Okay. I'm about to show... Get off my island.
Get out of my swamp!
Time to go fight the Spanish.
Oh, that that would be fun. Transformers RTS.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is I'm going to have to fight the Spanish twice because they actually control 2 territories over here. So I'm going to have to fight them again eventually. Ah, speaking of the Spanish, there's the Spanish army.
Let's remove the S from their name. And they can just become Pain. It is all they will be and all they will know.
This is my island. You are not welcome here.
What are you doing in my swamp? Oh.
A group of Norse settlers hailing from Scandinavia have settled on the coast of northern France, making a new home for themselves there. Their leader, Duke Sigtryg, has decreed that his people shall adopt several local customs and traditions to ensure they will thrive in this new land. The Normans are now a thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a thing that can happen in this game. Basically, what has just happened is that the King of France has given the Duchy of Normandy to a bunch of Norsemen to protect it against the other Norsemen. This is actually where the Duchy of Normandy came from IRL.
Neat.
And fun fact, the current British monarchs are descended from these Vikings.
That is actually pretty neat. So, the Lich who sits upon the throne right now is descended of a Viking?
Yes.
Neat.
If you've watched the TV... Alright, what's going on here? As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find a little scroll. Someone's trying to seduce me.
I know, it sucks. I'm just glad we have War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron.
A chill runs down my spine as I carefully unroll the thick parchment. My noble star, lord of my heart. I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. We'll see each other soon. Until then, dream of me, my love. Eternally yours, and no thank you.
He looks far too young for you, for one thing.
First of all, I really, really, really don't want to be known as having a...
as, you know, being easy to seduce or whatever.
Well, that would also generate a secret that, if it came out, could potentially...
undo you. I know!
Alright, I'm still...
If we ever hang out, we are absolutely letting you play my copies.
Indulge in some drink to lower stress.
And poison your liver. Maybe we could stream it.
Indeed.
Then again, if you were over, it'd be a wasted opportunity not to do a couch co-op of some kind.
That it would be. Derby is my fault.
That's my alarm saying that it's time for dad sitting tomorrow. Because sometimes I forget what day it is. So I've set it that when the next day is something where I gotta, you know, be able to do shit.
What day is it?
Yeah. Wish it hadn't.
Wish what happened?
Transformers Reactivate, it got canned. And I wish it hadn't. Ooh la la.
He is disfigured.
He who?
The king over there. It's a new king, which means, guess what? Also expired because there's a new king.
Oh, that'll give you 60 stress. That'll also give you 60 stress. Also, I've seen this word a few times. Hook. What is a hook in this game?
It basically means that you have leverage over people and can force them to do things, potentially.
Ooh, neat.
A hook means... Now, there are two different kinds of... It usually means that you've discussed... Every time I give away territory, I get stress. That's what's happening here. Because I don't like giving up territory because I'm ambitious.
And since you're constantly gaining new territory, which you then instantly have to give away... You might not actually be able to do this. The stress might kill you before you can finish the job.
Unlikely, but possible. There are other ways to reduce it as well, which I will be indulging in once
you're able.
Well, there are ways to reduce it that don't involve engaging in my unhealthy coping mechanism, which I shall also which I shall do once I am no longer running around punching people in the face so often.
Isn't that the chick who used to rule that land you just took? Oh, he does not look like he's doing well. And his wife is also not doing well. She's in jail. Your glory is widely known. Says that little, notification that popped up. What's that minus 100 under his character?
That means he hates me.
Ooh, his wife likes you though, a little bit at least. There is no chance of acceptance. And success chance is negative 4%.
The question is, do I have a reason to throw him in jail? He booted my son out of controlling Gwynedd. That's why I wanted to. But I don't know if I actually have a legitimate reason.
That is pretty irritating.
castle, High Chieftain Fennel,
Chiefess.
Chiefess Fennel, has honored me with a visit and has brought one of her couriers along. Fennel approaches me excitedly. Well met, King Andres. It pleases me to see you living here in Thomond. It occurred to me that Una here might be of service to your court. She is an incredibly talented scholar, the brightest I've ever learned from. I would make use of her myself, but alas, it does not seem to be possible. I hate to see her great talent go to waste. Wouldn't you take her? Yeah. So basically, usually, yeah, a hook means that you have the means to compel someone to do what you want.
Ooh, neat.
There are strong and weak ones.
Mm-hmm.
Weak ones go away once you've used them. Strong ones do not.
Mm-hmm.
Strong ones tend to be things like you're a family member. You can always force your family members to do what you want.
The Norse menace. Hey, at least they're ghosts. Then we'd be dealing with a phantom menace.
Indeed. You need, the best is if you can get a hook on your liege somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can force your liege to give you things.
Mm-hmm.
The other way you can get them is if you discover someone's secret and then blackmail them.
You can, put this here when you're, grabbing your drink. Instead of,
That's one of the things you can have your spy master go off and do.
To see cooks? And secrets?
Yes. To suss out secrets that you can use to blackmail people.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
No! Well, that's gonna add to your stress. Oh, damn, does it add to your stress.
Amidst the chaos that engulfs the hills of Outer Hebrides, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across this field, I spot Quektik, desperately fighting. Northerner levies are slowly surrounding him, his exhaustion only too clear. He was struck by a stray arrow during a fierce skirmish. I could not save him, but no parent should outlive their child.
Frick, your guy is going through some bad luck. He has 2 levels of... Is that 2 levels of stress or 3?
2.
And it's almost at the 3rd one.
It wasn't them that he canceled that truce with. Well, was it? No. Well, those are the only 2 people who it matters.
You're gonna have another mental break, at some point, so I would suggest, cooling down for a couple years to de-stress and then going back to fighty time.
Well, actually, I can't fight anyone right now, except maybe Cornwall, but I'm not going to fight Cornwall. That's one war and done.
Mm-hmm.
He dies, I'm immediately attacking him because I need Fleece and Wessex. Also, let's see if I can do a thing yet. Aha! I can create the Empire. All hail the Emperor of Britannia.
All hail Britannia!
Indeed.
I've been waiting to say that. Oh, did you get around to seeing the RDR2 Maxor video yet that I sent you? But no, seriously, you should probably start working on reducing your stress. Yeah, it sounds like hecking Maxor typically has too much fun with the mods when he does his videos, except for with Bloodborne, because you need a magic box that you buy from the wizard Sony to play that.
I'm enjoying a very quiet moment between consoles. When Andres pulls me aside.
Wait, you are Andres.
I know. It might be someone else. That person is also named Andres.
Ah, gotcha.
My grandson. They named him after me.
Neat.
My liege, she begins carefully as your champion. It is my holy duty to fight your battles, but he looks doubtful for a moment. He then makes a weakly exasperated gesture with his scabbard. How am I supposed to do my job with this old thing? Surely equality is everything when it comes to protecting the High King's life. Go to the armory. Take some, like everyone else. So, let's see. That reduced my stress.
Feline companion!
I think I found the reason why some days are more rat-free than others. My vassal, Ledican, happily declares as he moves aside to reveal a servant holding a very pleased cat.
Displeased.
Displeased cat. It wriggles in an attempt to free itself from the scratched-up arms of the servant, mewing in a rather endearing fashion. I'd say this one is a successful rat hunter. In fact, it was in the middle of a wrestling match with a fat one when we found it. What say you? Should we adopt this cat? Sure, why not?
That will hopefully help deal with your stress.
A closeted cadaver. Let's never speak of this again.
Oh no.
I find myself venturing deep into my illustrious wardrobe, hungry for what magnificent fabrics lie closer to the back. I find a tartan bag, far heavier than any other, and upon slicing it open, fall backward.
Oh no!
Backwards on myself as the potent stench of a rotting corpse flares at my nostrils. The body of a stranger, partially decomposed, mummified, and sitting in a pool of his own juices, yawns slowly out at me. I shriek like a babe as if summoned by some...
summoned by my call.
And as if summoned by my call, my patriarch, Cillian, appears in the doorway, a knowing look of guilt and revulsion written on his face. My lord, you must believe me when I say I was defending myself. He broke into your chambers, and had I not acted, Sigismund would have killed me, or God only knows what else. Cillian is so clearly wrought with grief that he confessed immediately to me without confrontation. I beg of you, look the other way, and I will commission for you a garment that will make even the richest High King turn green. Just never speak of this
again. Speaking of skeletons in your closet.
Yes.
For once, the skeleton in your closet was not, due to something despicable you did.
Indeed.
Normally when people have skeletons in their closet, it's because they did something wrong.
Increasing the splendor of my court just slightly.
Mm-hmm. It'll unlock in a few months, it said. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, let's go back again and see if I can hold court again. I cannot yet.
Needs to be at least one something. I didn't get to read the rest.
Splendor. Which it is not currently.
It needs to be at least one splendor to hold court?
Yes.
But you just held court.
I did not.
Okay.
We are off on a pilgrimage.
Ooh, stress loss.
Yes.
Good.
This is one of the ways I can reduce stress, yes. Characters of most states can choose to undertake an activity to go on a pilgrimage to a holy site. Each holy site has an individual grace period before you can revisit. Such a journey may be filled with both opportunity and peril. But upon reaching their destination, characters will earn piety and may receive other rewards. So, part of the reason I'm doing this is stress relief, but...
Yeah, you didn't actually say to do it. You X'd out of it instead
Yes,
of...
because I'm explaining what's going on here.
Okay.
So, let's see. Equal.
Ooh. That would cost a lot of piety. 3,825 piety to be specific. So a bit more than you actually have right now. Dang, he's thinking so hard he shut up. That almost... Speaking as someone who's hung out with this guy for more than 2 decades, that almost never happens. I can see the steam coming out of his ears as his brain overclocks. I am probably not helping by saying this stuff.
No.
Think, motherfucker, think!
So, I need to get at least, let's see how much to create my
New faith?
5,000.
5,137. So, 5,200 to be safe.
So let's see. Pilgrimage. A pious pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm.
And now I must pick where I want to go.
I would not go to those places because the plague is there. I would suggest the Vatican.
That's where I'm gonna go.
Maybe hire some mercs. And now that danger is gone. Pomp. Pomp level 2. A throng.
Yes. I'm doing this because I want to maximize the amount of piety I get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of money for this pilgrimage.
You can afford it, and that money will come back over time.
Yes, it will.
You make plus 8.8 per, is it month or day or turn?
Let's see.
I guess I'll never know.
I'll tell you in a moment, but
Okay.
I just need to... Oh, I have so many kids that they literally can't all show up on screen.
Wow. You horn dog.
Let's see. Looking for the court designated regent position.
Oh, Derb. You can have Derb be your region.
Yeah, but I want it to be...
Satechi.
Yes.
Okay.
She is... So, this is important because she is going to be running my kingdom.
While you're gone, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dang, there's some, what's it called, plague in your lands.
Yeah, you saw that when I could have gone to places in my own lands.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I did see that earlier. Last stream at some point, I'm pretty sure. Either that or in the stream that we had to get rid of.
All the while preparing for my journey, I've had this sense of serenity and knowing that everything will be all right. I am pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to Roma in order to get even closer to God. And now, more than ever, I feel certain that He will watch over me on my travels. As the cat rests in my lap, contentedly purring, I ponder what I should name him. Something historical, something alluding to his white fur, something to describe the soothing feeling I experience when I scratch him behind the ears. Oh, I know. I'll name him Snow. It's just fine.
I was gonna think of something funny. Oh well.
You should have said that before I pressed the button.
Well, I thought you were gonna ask me because, you know, dude who writes stuff right here, who thinks up clever shenanigans for names, and is a human thesaurus.
True. The seas around here are thick with Irish traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic goods from one port to another. One such merchant ship holds an item within it that immediately takes my interest. The moment I lay eye upon the Maritime Trading Handbook, I know I could never find anything like it back in Alba, and simply must be mine. And mine it shall be.
Yoink! And you lose 29 stress for that. And all it cost you was a bit of gold that will literally be back with you in just a couple months or something. Like, it's plus 9.1 a turn, and how long is a turn again? Is it 1 month, 1 day?
There aren't turns.
Well, you get plus 9.1 gold right now. How long before that ticks over and puts plus 9.1 gold on top of your 3,000?
It's every month.
Okay. So for the sake of, what's it called, resource gathering, a turn is a month. Not again!
What did he die of? Ah, smallpox.
Oof. Smallpox, slayer of men.
You might be a high king, Andres, but you are also a loathsome fopdoodle. The unprovoked anger expressed by my daughter Sorcha came as a complete surprise. She's been under a lot of stress lately. To behave like this, that even she struggles.
And yeah, I know. It sucks that Sony actively prevents mods for their games and whatnot. Thankfully, some people just outright ignore Sony when they can. And while you can't play modded Sony games on PlayStation, if you're able to emulate a Sony game, that means that game is not on your PlayStation, and thus can be modded. I like Sony's Magic Box. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you can't mod stuff.
Ugh. We will not vote for her because woman.
That's still stupid. I still think that's stupid that for so much of our history, and even today in some instances, people just think women are less capable of so many things.
You don't think it is. It is.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
Chivalry is alive. While traveling through Gabardon, we run into some Ossetian champions. They are deeply respectful and apparently huge lovers of poetry, as they insist
on reciting it at every chance they get. The code of conduct they follow has several merits, and I can't help but admire it. One of the champions, Burnett, is particularly impressive.
personally chivalrous is what I'm going to do, because I'm probably not going to add chivalry to my cultural traditions.
Yeah. I took over reading for him because he was getting a drinky. Hey, look, some people are having a good old brawl up north of you.
Tears of St. Brendan. Even when on a pilgrimage, the priests still hold Mass every Sunday. It's held out in the open when no church is nearby, but early this morning a storm rolled in and has not ceased. Undeterred, a zealous prior is standing out in the pouring rain, giving a sermon about perseverance in the face of adversity. Despite this, the size of the audience is rapidly dwindling as discouraged adherents seek refuge from the torrential rain. What is this? What is a little rain to a faithful insularist? Let's see. Can I declare war in Regency? I cannot.
And you have a truce right now, apparently, anyway, so...
I was checking to see if the truce was over.
Ah, gotcha. Nice.
I'm proud to see my son no longer a child,
but a man!
Yes. As an active and enthusiastic child, it is no surprise that Dallin has done well in his studies of war and combat. It is impressive to see such skill in someone so young. He displays a level of insight that is rare even among veteran commanders. My lord, look at this medal. I've never seen such fine quality before. Our beneficiary, Anthusa, breaks away from our market procession to accost the merchants selling the coveted item, ecstatic over a find. At least my project would reach new heights. I could create something truly marvelous. Please, my high king, bestow this gift on me. Sure. One of my rivals is killed, which reduces my stress.
Oh dear. Derelict ship.
Let's investigate.
Come on, gang, let's split up.
The sea is calm and forgiving today, still as a boulder, and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems that it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, but then I spot the mangled corpse of the ship buried nose first into some jagged rocks just ahead. There doesn't appear to be any survivors, and the rocks would be no trivial thing to navigate. I feel compelled to go by and investigate this mysterious wreck.
A survivor!
We shall help you to shore. Much to my surprise, I begin to hear a voice hailing our ship as we approach the wreckage. The man appears to be a wealthy noble floating aboard on the remains of a door. Or was floating around on the remains of a door. Halt!
Or
Hail! I thought I was never to see another soul again before the sea would claim me, as it did my companions. He introduced himself as Torbendu, claims to be a noble from the county of Bastia, and has offered to pay for safe passage and company. We shall help you to shore.
Because you are good people.
Indeed.
Is Eadild someone you intend to take land from?
No. But I think I'm going to go with this because piety. My beneficiary Anthusa approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? She must read my irritation at such a personal question from her face because she continues. I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It's turning out well, but a meaningful inscription will make it feel even more personal. Pilgrimage, Adam's Innocent. As the party prepares to break camp, I notice a massive commotion nearby. A naked man has climbed on top of a large rock and is preaching to the assembled crowd. The original student still stains our souls, my friend, but that need not be so. If we shed our garbs, we can recover the lost innocence of Adam and Eve. Then and only then will the Holy Spirit see fit to touch us and show us God's true love.
Oh, this is another one of those events where if we didn't do the toggle, we'd have encountered a Neo-Zeon ambush.
Indeed. Pilgrimage. The end is nigh.
What year is it? 907 AD. Now, you guys got a little more than another millennium. Don't worry. At least.
As my party passes through a small town, I notice a throng of people filling the market square. At the center, a man stands on an overturned fish cart, shouting wildly to all who will listen. The day of judgment is nigh. Repent, repent, I say, or you shall be damned for all eternity. The worried-looking townsfolk nervously whisper to each other, fearful of the doomsayer's words.
But why would they be worried? Surely they've already repented.
Apparently not. Pilgrims flock to Rome from all over the Christian world. Some follow the Via Francigena. Others take less well-known paths. In the end, we all converge here, at St. Peter's Basilica, where the great man himself was put to rest. Standing here with the other pilgrims, I sense a feeling of solemn unity and fellowship shared amongst the gathering, all having overcome various trials and tribulations among their journey.
Wait, I forget, was St. Peter the guy who basically said, forget about Jesus saying love each other, hate the gays? Was he the one?
Most of that stuff comes from St. Paul.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Or the Old Testament. The echo of my own footsteps is the only sound.
If you whisper, the thing might not be able to pick you up, so say that again, but normal.
The echo of my own footsteps is the only sound in the abbey. I am alone. The last thing I remember from the outside world is the face of those beggars near the gates, and the blue, blue sky so distant now. I walk forward towards the altar, knowing that it is only me, and I feel I'm under an unyielding scrutiny. The severe eyes of God are always wide upon me.
Pick a god and pray!
I should make an offering. As we saunter past the stalls of the Roman market,
We are approached by a small
child with wide, bright eyes. He peers up at us and exclaims, I know of a secret place where God lives. He puts on a determined face as he continues. I can show you if you want. Having studied the maps, I happen to know there is nothing on that side of Roma except hazardous wasteland. God will also smile upon con men.
Because he is a forgiving God, as so many people forget.
My beneficiary Anthusa insists that the funds I have supplied her were not enough to create an artifact worthy of my stature. It's just a bit of gold that can create something truly... Okay, fine. Reduces stress, so I'm good with that.
And entirely possible that, you know, she is not pulling your leg, and thus you'll get something really neat. Bjorg!
As I enter the sacred grounds, I find Etherith staring at the altar with an absent expression. Athlif, I call him. My lord, he says unfazed. I someday ask from you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought inconceivable. God has spoken to me, and his voice is clear, severe, precise. It keeps going and going and going. The only sound I can hear now. The whole world has gone quiet. I can stay behind. I'd like to devote my life to it. I understand. You have to do what you have to do.
He's schizophrenic. You haven't gotten rid of your stress well enough.
Reclusive. As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, I am satisfied to know that most, if not all, of my decisions throughout our long and distinguished journey has been taken to prove my devotion to the Lord and Christianity.
I thought you were insular.
Huh.
Is that one
Part
of
of
the sects?
Christianity.
Oh, okay.
This being my first pilgrimage, and while no pilgrimage is exactly alike, I feel confident that I am more familiar with what to expect from this type of spiritual journey in the future.
You do not yet have enough pie to do the thing.
I do not.
I am the High King and I want my pizza. Gives off that one Habsburg Emperor's singular understood
demand.
Yeah.
I am the Emperor and I want dumplings.
Yeah, that guy was so inbred that people only understood a single command he gave his entire life. What you have for dinner? But yeah, the Habsburgs were exceptionally inbred.
Exceptionally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, the crazy Gadeshi are doing crazy Gadeshi things.
Ooh! Garfield food. He had some lasagna.
Over here, my lord, my beneficiary Anthusa waves me over the wide grin. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. Ceremonial goblet of excellent craftsmanship. It is made of bone with jasper inserts.
Ooh! That is neat!
So, let's see. As you can see, I have...
You can drink to that! With it!
Indeed. As you can see, I have greatly decreased my stress.
Uh-huh. Oh! You're almost to the point where, you're at stress level 0 again.
Indeed.
Like you have a single pixel's width of stress. Of level 1 stress. Rather. There's another bar before that, but, you know, still. Ooh, develop capital. Oh. Are we sure we want to...
Yeah. If it were to immediately upgrade my capital, then yes, I would. But it's not going to, so I won't.
Mm-hmm.
It is known that the people of Montauban seem to profess a special devotion toward their knights and their legends. My lord, the knight says, it is most fortunate that you and I come to meet at this crossroads, for I am in search of a marvelous fountain, which water is said to cure all illness. If you were to help me in my quest, I shall pay you homage.
Ooh, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Switch to direct. Same.
The Normans want a piece of me.
I can understand why they didn't make it on April 1st. They're aware of April Fool's Day and how it might be determined that some of their announcements might be pranks or whatever. I gotta remember to hecking do math soon because I made an expenditure on my card recently.
I'm just gonna wait until my guy returns from his pilgrimage and he can lead his armies personally.
And so we shall go to war. Yeah, I'm looking forward to words. I swear I can say them. How to information about the Switch 2 and ideally information about the new Mario Kart game.
My journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priors and abbots treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me. Whether I can see it myself.
Oh God! So you know that one portrait that of Trump that Trump's like, I really don't like it and how ugly it is. Someone's like, I agree, I also don't like it. I fixed it. And what he did was make it more orange.
Wow.
Because, you know, the dude is literally Oompa Loompa coated. Ooh, there's some angry shit happening there. Where is that?
Oh, those are the Normans.
Ah.
They think they're people.
So, in France, or?
Yeah, they would very much like to take some land from me.
Damn, Russia arrests priest for a decade-old photo showing him with Ukrainian flag. Wow.
Ah. That's why you don't mess with Andres the Bloody.
Wow, that is so dumb.
What?
Apple contemplates packing device that tells time with cameras and visual intelligence. It's called a clock! You know, for their Apple Watches, apparently.
You know, clocks are so last century, though. Yeah. If I have my way, not a single one of you who stepped foot on British soil is leaving again. Sigtrig, you might be a descendant of Ivar. You might be of the Ivaring family, and therefore a descendant of Ivar the Boneless. But you are nothing compared to me. You need a few...
I don't know if they did, but if they did, that sounds silly.
What?
Nintendo doing the alternative clock thing with one of their products. Anyway, BRB, I gotta use a can.
Ah, I could immediately go on another pilgrimage. Also, let's see if I have about 1 million people in my prisons again that I can ransom to get money. The answer was yes. Can I do it again? Alright. Let this off. My beneficiary, Anthusa, has been staring at my sturdy gauntlet for an uncomfortably long time at this point. Her pained expression doesn't suggest anything good. What, Anthusa? Speak, I finally burst out. Sorry, Lillard. It doesn't seem to bother you. It's just that this goblet is so amateurish, unpolished, unrefined, cheap-looking. A high king of your rank deserves better. I would have made something better. You did make that thing. Hey, everyone loved that last pilgrimage. So how about
better than a crusade?
So how about we
do another?
Yeah. But first, I actually need to pick a better
region?
Yes, because my current one is only average. Ah, but I can't change it.
Ah. Gotta wait till a certain date.
However, how about we go on another pilgrimage?
Yay! Pilgrimage!
This time, we're going all the way, baby. To Jerusalem.
Neat. I'd say the thing, but it has significantly less, it's significantly less funny nowadays due to, topical shenanigans.
Also, this isn't a crusade.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Otherwise, I would be shouting it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Crusades aren't even active yet.
Do they become active in this game's timeline, or do you have to wait till a different game?
They do become active in this game's timeline. Basically, after a certain point, you'll get a big event that says that basically says Crusades are a thing now, and then the Pope can call them.
And some of them might almost even succeed.
Yes. So here's and here's another thing. If you are say the Norse, and you reform your religion and you give yourself, make yourself the head of the faith, you gain the ability to call crusades by your own authority.
I'm
hoping he dies of his disfigurement.
Well, disfigurement on its own won't kill him.
It can.
That is not how health works.
I'm pretty sure it gives a health minus.
A health debuff?
Yeah, let's see. No, it doesn't actually.
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. If it's just disfigurement, then that on its own doesn't make you less healthy. Now, if you're disfigured due to something like leprosy or whatever, yeah, then,
Walking around the ship on our journey to Jerusalem, I spot a pilgrim who does not seem to be doing very well. Clearly her sea legs were never installed.
Instilled.
She whimpers softly, squatted by the railing, and holds on to it for dear life with a face that's just in pure
pale nuances.
Pale nuances. I can only sympathize with her. Why do we put ourselves through these sometimes life-threatening perils? Trials and tribulations are par for the course. And hey, look,
Oh, nice! Your stress is gone.
Reflections, starry skies. Out here, late at night, sometimes look to the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can God even see me, this far from home? What am I doing all of this for? It's my sacred duty. It's my sacred duty. Because while the other one would reduce stress,
You don't really need it reduced that badly right now.
And what I'm here for is...
Pie.
Yes. Oh, someone's holding a tourney that I could have gone to. The empires of yesteryear. Wandering this path, I've encountered many reminders of those who came before me. Here in
Bezadice.
I have come across the crumbling remains of a shrine to the ancient Roman pantheon, Demeter. In all her beauty, smiles at me with a half-cracked smile, and Zeus's face has been eroded almost beyond recognition. Perhaps one day, some other man will wander this path and contemplate the fallen high kingdom of Alba and the insular faiths practiced by its high king. I should contemplate old empires. I should contemplate ancient faiths.
100 piety.
Yes, I need more pie than anything else.
Failed contemplation. Also, dang, your guy's great. Got gray hair now.
Well, he is 60.
I know.
He could die at any time, or he could keep going for another 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've arrived in Luminec to pay homage to you, glorious High King. As a show of my loyalty, I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Earl Mael Merton, who was soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal to the High Kingdom. At last, I bid the Earl arise, confirming my satisfaction. Mael Merton's rights to the lands he rules in my stead.
Grandeur level 1. You're on a boat!
Indeed. We're off to Jerusalem.
Wait, zoom out again. Lobster!
Ha, indeed. Look at all this chaos over here.
Border gore! Hey, look, Hungary.
Indeed. And beefy Bavaria. Reflections, a calm clearing. Out here at sea, when the weather is calm and not a ship is to be seen on the horizon, the peace and quiet is overwhelming. God's presence is particularly strong here, and it fills me to the brim. Perhaps we should seize an opportunity for quiet contemplation, lingering in this bay just a moment. Also, fun fact, you can play as the Habsburgs in this game.
I Not forever, though, because eventually you stop being able to produce heirs because, yeah.
Not a thing.
Oh, they don't take that into account in this game?
No. In fact, in the 1066 start date, they are a no-account family controlling just this.
Wow.
Argyle.
And if you want, you can balloon out.
Indeed.
Wait, is there a place called Jaffa?
Yes.
So this is where the cakes come from. The Jaffa cakes. We have to raid the factory. And bring them to Simon the Silly.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I was going to do. My son is now a king, and my grandson is now a king, in his own right.
You mind leaving at 10?
Not at all.
Okay. Nearly 9:30. But yeah.
No other city in the world has a history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built of the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside of the Temple Mount with my hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that happened on the journey to the city of legend. I've walked. The pilgrim puts down a votive doll before the altar, bowing her head. I see Yakub blessing her and muttering in her ear, "Only I managed to hear." The abbot makes a gesture. Do you also bring something to bless? Please make my sturdy goblet more pious.
Imagine an object being pious. And again, a lot of this crap doesn't even have to make sense.
As I stroll around the streets of Jerusalem, I step in front of a small abbey. The building is comparatively bland and humble, but a small crowd of pilgrims is gathered in front of it. When I move in closer, I realize they are scratching their heads trying to make sense of the plaque next to one of the guardian statues, written in a foreign language. This could be an opportunity to do my fellow pilgrims a service. I will translate it for you all. The markets of Jerusalem are bustling with merchants shouting in languages that I've never heard and selling spices that I've never tasted. The guide of my pilgrim.
Of the pilgrim.
Learn the safest routes. Discover the marvels of Jerusalem. One of them yells, waving a small book in my direction. God will guide me. Jerusalem, it has been an honor.
You have almost enough pie.
As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, I am satisfied in knowing that most, if not all, of my decisions throughout our very long and perilous journey has been taken to prove my devotion to the Lord and Christianity. This being my second pilgrimage, I can't help but compare it to my previous visit to Vaticano in all its holiness. I'm also thrilled by the notion of having visited a new holy site. Finish the pilgrimage. Let's see.
You do not have enough.
Oh, but I do.
I guess it costs less now for some reason. Are you sure it has the same stuff in it?
Yes.
And are you sure you want to do this while you're still within spitting distance of Jerusalem and, you know, its armies?
Not quite yet, but I am going to create the name. Could just go with Irish. The Irish faith. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Irish or Celtic faith? What do you think I should go with?
Gaelic.
Gaelic. Gaelic.
Gale.
Gale. Gales. I will not write a description. But I can do this as soon as I will do this as soon as I return.
Cool.
I will still have the Pope as my head of faith. I will still be able to do the become adventurer. That's the only reason I'm keeping Vow of Poverty. But equal. Everything else is fine.
Same sex is shunned.
Yeah, but I don't really... That's actually not as bad as you might think. It's not criminal. It just is kind of frowned upon.
Oh, okay.
Is what that means.
Okay.
I'm going to speed up to max because...
Got a long journey. I don't know how it happened, but you... Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong number. Thought you lost pi.
Well, I have plenty of pie.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong number at the top.
Now it is time.
Duel?
Yes. I don't want... What the... It increased.
Well, you just have to wait a couple months, because, look.
Indeed. Let's see. Two more months.
Oh, 2 faith is missing. So, 1 more month. You have enough.
I know. First, I must. And now we have. Now we are to create our own faith. I'm at war.
Gotcha. Guess you can't do it while at war.
Everyone would be so confused.
Dang, you deleted that army.
Indeed. And now it's time. Let's see. In 15 years, it will be established that both genders can lead armies.
Mm-hmm.
The insular clergy have lost their way and can no longer be trusted to guide us. To remedy this, I have gathered a select group of priors together to discuss the future of our faith. These Gaelic priors are encouraging cooperation and tolerance, even towards non-believers, and are promoting asceticism among their followers, claiming that materialistic pursuits block the path to spiritual fulfillment. The great Gaelic priors have chosen to keep Ioannis as their arch-abbot. He will continue to determine religious doctrine and arbitrate interfaith disputes for the entire Gaelic world. So the Pope is still our head of faith.
Mm-hmm. And he still has a funny hat.
Ah, and look, and lo, but I can kick your,
Badonkadonk!
yes, but I can kick your keister.
Mmm.
To pursue the favor of God with greater fervor and determination than the patriarch Finnegan. His restless pursuit for glory has become an inspiration for the countless young Gaels.
You clicked away before you could finish reading it, you silly goose.
Let's see. Waiting to see where there are. Thank you, kind sir. Two cover eyes follow me as I pass, and a small meow breaks the silence as Snow pounces from my ankle. He may be young, but he is nonetheless ferocious. As he prances away, I see that he left me a glittering gift where he had been hiding.
Gleaming gift,
Gleaming
but
gift.
basically the same thing. The cat found shiny things and decided he wanted to share some with you. He may have more elsewhere, but those are his. And it is wrong to steal. Ignoring the fact that we keep stealing people's land. Ooh!
My grandson King.
That's a Wikipedia page!
Yeah.
I love that there's just a bunch of hecking events based on your cat.
Indeed. And there is the Spanish army.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just gotta wait until...
Time to put the pain in Spain.
I just gotta wait now until it kicks up enough that he'll say uncle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And again, who's to say he wouldn't be on our side? Dang, one of your kids has gray skin.
That's the one. That means they're dead.
Oh. That is depressing.
Let's see. I'm curious to see if they would actually support either of my daughters.
You're not wrong. It would, in fact, be Dad of Boy.
Fortunately, they haven't. Not enough of them have come in.
Actually, no. This is past Dad of Boy. I mean, he'd still be Dad of Boy. Since, you know... presumably neither of them would have died at this point, but still. This is a good ways past the time period when
Dad of Boy.
God of War's timeline happened.
Ah, my army is dying of attrition.
That is unfortunate. Do you want a cookie? I asked you something.
Why?
No, just yes or no. Do you want a cookie?
No. Why?
Dang it! Can't do the joke if the answer is no.
What was the joke?
Well, so would I!
Now we're off to war again with Wessex. To take Wessex. Like actual Wessex. Didn't read that one because I think we've seen it before. Then I will go after Cornwall. And then all that will be...
A servant of the horned god. Oh no!
This is my daughter, too.
No!
As I open my eyes in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Andres? I would recognize that voice anywhere. It must be my daughter. The horned god offers you his blessing. Will you accept it? No. No, I will not. Fun fact, I can now land my daughter.
Neat.
It's unfortunate that never mind. There will be no Kingdom of Wales, because the only people who get kingdom level titles in this here land are my children. And none of my children are now landed in Wales because one of them, the one I landed in Wales, lost it.
Ooh.
Get back to work, peasants. Get out of here, Northmen. I yet again outlived another of my kids.
It's fine, Christina. Though the stream's not going to last much longer. I need this knucklehead to leave at 10 o'clock and it's 9:55.
My perceptive caravan master Una is a masterful organizer since hiring her. Even the slightest sojourn seems a vision of hasty ease. She busies herself day and night replenishing supplies and updating Albin in itineraries. For a moment, I am taken aback when she earnestly asked me, "My High King, what's more valuable, time or your health?" I just want to get where I'm going in one piece. Never mind. Those will both get me stressed. Let's see. What would actually be the penalty for truce breaking? Never mind. Oof. Lots of things. Okay. Most of them bad.
Well, you wouldn't have wanted to go to war now anyway, because 4 minutes till,
Yeah. Oop. But I have to.
Well, you went up a level of stress.
A hurried slapping of feet gives me scant warning before the door bursts open and Amnachilled, wild-eyed, barges into the room. My lord, he stammers, dumping an entire armful of parts and missives on this. My lord, I have just returned from Eilek. You would not believe the devastation. Death and destruction stalk the land. Thousands lie dead in the street. Sifting through the equally hysterical piles of vellum, I try and make sense of it all. Last I heard, the outbreak in Eilek was fairly restricted.
No, I didn't. Must have just failed to send or something.
In times like these, it's best to be aware of any strange smells. This one, however, emanates from a corner of the market square and it is positively fragrant. Get your sachets here. Only the freshest and best herbs used. The crafty merchant's stall was covered in various aromatics, and he holds a pouch filled with them in each hand as he hawks the wares. He knows his meaning extends one for me to try. Only the best, my lord. Keep you right safe from Geralt's flu, it will.
Uh-huh. Yeah, probably YouTube issues.
Proffered hand, it does seem like something that would help keep the miasma away. Oh yeah, because back then they believed that miasma or bad smells spread disease.
Uh-huh. Nope, that was just a symptom of disease, not the cause.
Alright, in 2 years that truce will end and I can finally crush Whis.
Alright, well, that'll have to wait till next time.
I was gonna say, it's going by pretty fast. If you let me, that would be the last bit of British dirt that isn't mine. That would be a great place to end it. And it's,
fine. Wait, 2 years?
Take a look. How? No. Take a look. How fast it's going. Look at how fast a month goes.
Okay.
It's now a year.
Okay.
Since I last said 2 years.
Okay, I'll wait.
And then once I finally conquer that, there's a decision I can take, but also, more importantly, the entire British Isles will be united under one man. For the first time in their history.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, sounds like he's dealing with heartburn then. Because, soda's got loads of acid in it, and that causes heartburn. Which can cause you to vomit.
He should know.
I should know.
Okay, let's see.
Being overweight can also worsen that. I'm getting to the point again where I'm having to worry about heartburn occasionally. So it's a good thing spring's come around because I can start walking again.
I mean, there are ways to exercise during the winter, but I could...
It doesn't have enough weight capacity for me. Otherwise, I would absolutely use it. Kind of wish Mom and Dad had shelled out for one that could hold my weight.
The enemy banner. It will make a fine... I survey the battlefield, contemplating how this battle will be remembered, and gaze towards the dead that remain. I notice a group of my soldiers approach, and they politely bow before me. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies, and they made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner.
A fine addition to my collection.
Indeed. Indeed, General Rufus.
Mm-hmm.
So, only a few months.
He grew old, and now his hair is gray.
Yes, your portraits do in fact change.
As you age.
Now I look decidedly like Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. And he's in his 60s, right? Your character?
I might be in my 70s at this point.
72!
And now, let's see. Every patch of the British Isles now belongs to me. Let's see if I can take it.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to take?
Ah.
Ah! Can't take it now, but...
Yes. Wait, what the hell?
Ooh! The West Slavs have, been busy, it looks like.
And look at how strong that is.
Damn!
Yeah, West Slavia is not messing around.
Mm-hmm. Ha! Pite.
What?
There's a place called Pite up in Scandinavia.
Yes, there is. Yeah, the West Slavs are not messing around. But, as you can see,
Uh-huh.
I am now High King of Alba.
Mm-hmm.
And...
No, Albania is not... Alba is not Albania.
Yes, I am High King of Alba. And I'm pretty sure that I actually have to conquer this. And that's why I can't get... Well, no. But I need to convert them all to my culture, which would take a while. And probably beyond my years.
Mm-hmm.
But
it is a thing you can do. Eventually.
So, here's what's most likely going to... When did this happen?
Just a random territory down there. Probably one of your vassals, because remember what you said?
Yeah.
They can just go off and do shit and get you territory.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one?
Indeed. And now that I have conquered the entire British Isles, as you will notice, there are very few challenges, realms that can actually give me a fight. The West Slavs over here are probably it. They're the only ones who can give me a fight. So, when my character dies, we are going to take up the adventuring banner again.
Parentals are coming home on Wednesday.
Ah, good. But yeah, we are going to take up the adventuring banner again and go off to find our fortune. Somewhere that is not here.
Okay, well,
But anyway, that is going to be all for today.
Save the game.
I know, that is going to be all for today, considering I have finally unified the British Isles.
All hail Britannia.
All hail Britannia.
Anyway, give me the thing. Anyway, thank... the mouse, too. Anyway, thank you, Miss Setier, and I think Kurgan. I don't know what you mean about the Byzantine empires, but about the Byzantine empires and the Greek soldiers. Anyway,
but yes, the Byzantines are down there with Greek soldiers. But yes, we shall see where our travels take us when my character finally dies.
Anyway, thank you, Christina V, Miss Setier, and I think Kurgan was here. Thank you, Andrew, for being Andrew and for gameplay shenanigans. Tomorrow we may end up doing some Super Robot Wars X. Anyway, if you watch this whole thing and you get to this point, thanks for watching the whole heckin' VOD. Anyway, this is Cheery Cookie signing out. Farewell!
Farewell!
Blip.